Hi, I'm Joyce Peppin, and I have the honor and privilege of representing House District 32A in the Minnesota Legislature. Today I'd like to talk about three topics: the state budget deficit, the GAMC fix, and my mid-session legislative questionnaire. I'll start with the budget. As you know, if you read my legislative email updates, the state is experiencing nearly a $1 billion budget deficit. In addition, state leaders, Democrat leaders in the House and Senate, have sued the governor over his unallotment cuts from the end of last session. If they prevail in their lawsuit, we will need to find an additional $2.7 billion to balance the budget. For now, I'll just stick to the $1 billion that we need to find. The governor, probably over a month ago, released his proposal for balancing the budget. His proposal included booking some money, nearly $400 million, from state Medicaid payments. It also included about $250 million from taxes that would be local, state and local aids and credits, in higher education, and then a few other areas. The Democrats have put together a partial proposal. Earlier this week, they passed legislation that cut approximately $300 million from the state budget, which leaves nearly $700 million hole, leaves a $700 million hole, not to mention the $2.7 billion that they'll need to find if they prevail in the lawsuit. Keep posted for that, and I'll keep you updated on what happens with that. The second topic I wanted to talk to you about was the GAMC fix. GAMC, or General Assistance Medical Care, is a health program that serves low-income adults without children. Minnesota is unique in that there are only about 3 states that have a similar type of program. This program was on track to grow to about $1 billion in spending. And last year, the governor decided to unallot this program and to serve this population through other programs such as Minnesota Care. This was only a short-term fix, however, because Minnesota Care is funded through the Healthcare Access Fund, which is quickly becoming depleted. So after several bumps in the road, the legislature was able to agree yesterday to a bipartisan fix that serves this population and caps the spending at about $200 million, which will bring a great savings to the state of Minnesota and a lot of great reforms. We'll need to look to other reforms in healthcare if we're going to keep that spending under control. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about was my mid-session legislative survey. Each session, I mail out a legislative survey that asks you questions about your priorities in state spending, issues of concern at the Capitol, and things like that. I read every one of these legislative questionnaires, and that's how I decide how I'm going to vote and what issues I'm going to move forward on. So please take a few minutes and visit the address on the bottom of the screen and fill out my legislative survey. I promise I'll read it. Well, that's all for this week. As always, my door is always open and my phone line is always on. So please call me if you ever have any questions and concerns. Thank you for taking the time to watch me, and have a great week.